The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello, and hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 88. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mark, one of the co-hosts here. Sitting to the left of me, as usual, former cast member and game changer herself, the one with a very good attitude tonight, Jess.
Hello.
Sitting to the right of me is the trail master of puppets himself, Udi.
Good evening.
Yes, thank you so much.
Afternoon?
Good afternoon.
Okay.
It's an
No,
early evening.
We'll go evening. Good evening.
Fine summer evening. We are in the second quarter of 2019. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Phase 1 is in full effect right now. Not completely done with Phase 1, but it's open, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time, welcome. You're going to fit right in. If you are a returning listener, welcome home.
Mm-hmm.
Glad that you are here. Some business right off the top of the bat. If you like this show and you feel like you want to contribute here and there once in a while, you can join our Patreon page. Go to leavingtodaypodcast.com. Click on the Patreon logo. We've got $1, $3, and $5 tiers. We're working on some prizes to get out to you guys, but it's just we don't, we're never gonna really ask for money. But if you feel like, hey, you know what, you I don't know, you like tip your barista, you tip your server sometimes, like a couple bucks, it's kind of like that, I suppose. But anyways, go to Patreon and be one of our supporters. We would really appreciate it. Okay, what else? We have Amazon link on our page at Leaving Today Podcast. If you want, go ahead and go on Amazon through our page and order whatever you like. Everyone's a winner there. It helps us out just a little bit, and you guys still get the same Amazon quality stuff. And what else is there? Oh, books. We've got books. We have a books tab. All of our authors that we've been on there that have been on our show. We have books. You click on that tab, go to the book you want, and order it through our page automatically through Amazon, and you get it. Couple teasers. We'll be having another author soon on our show, and maybe next episode. So we'll talk about that. Hopefully, check our social stuff later. Okay, what else? Heads up, August 13th and August 14th, 2/3 of the LTP will be in the parks. Udi and I are venturing down there with my daughters. We're going to check out Disneyland and DCA, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So if anyone's down there at the time, I'm going to bring some stickers just in case we meet up with you. I'd like to say hi, and I'll give you guys a sticker. And that'll be that. Maybe we can hang out and do something.
Go ride something.
Yeah, go ride something and check us out on, or like DM us or whatever it is you connect with us, and we will make it happen. Yeah. So that's a Tuesday and a Wednesday.
Yep.
Half day Wednesday. Yeah.
Three-quarter day Wednesday.
We'll be there Monday night at least downtown Disney.
Yeah, we'll be in downtown Disney Monday night.
Yeah. Okay, so tonight is episode 88. We are going to be talking about etiquette in the park. Due to recent events, I think that's kind of what spawned
kind of going viral, and it made me think. Yeah.
So
it made Jess think, actually. It's Jess's idea.
Yeah.
Good one.
It is a good idea. Yeah.
I try.
Yeah. So we're going to discuss that. Before that, we have the news. And before that, we have an opening question. Since it is summertime, what is your favorite summertime Disneyland snack or treat to have at the park?
Now I can't remember the name of it. What did we have last time we went?
What didn't we have?
Well-
we had the snow capped. It's lemon.
There you go.
Oh, that's your new favorite?
No, that one was so good.
Yes.
I mean, it used to be a Dole Whip. You always need to have that. I always enjoyed the frozen lemonades, which are great. I mean, they're very refreshing. But once we had that snow-capped, I'm like, oh, my. Because, I mean, we sat there. I mean, we talked about it while we were eating. We're like, oh, my God, these are delicious.
Yeah.
These are great. So, yeah, that I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Will you get it again?
Oh, yeah. Heck
Okay.
yeah. Maybe every day. 2 days that we're there.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah, it is crazy talk. Hey, wait. Oh, no, wait. Anyway, I'll think about it. I'll talk to you later after.
Okay.
Because
So
I just
that's
had a crazy thought in my mind, but what?
okay. Well, you can share it now. You're amongst friends.
The AP, I can't get into DCA, huh?
You can't.
I can't just walk in, huh?
I don't think DCA is blacked out at all for you.
I'll have to look.
Okay.
Because I will literally go that night and walk in to go get it and come back out.
Well, thank you. That sounds great.
If I can, I will.
Okay. Gotcha. Jazz? Favorite summertime treat?
Dole Whip.
With tahini.
Of course.
So I have to try that. That's going to be one of my goals this year is to try the Dole Whip with tahini.
It's so good. It's so good. You're going to love it.
I've never had tahini anyways.
No, tahini is great.
By itself?
Yeah. Well,
No, not by itself. Not by itself.
Okay.
It needs to be on something.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if you try to do tahini just to your tongue,
Would you put it on a sandwich?
You would die. No.
What would it go on?
Mostly it's gone like on sweet things.
Would you put it on ice cream?
Yeah. On
Okay.
ice cream, I would put it on the right, like a sherbet. I would put it on that.
What about Jess's favorite mint chocolate chip?
No.
Probably the best on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
On anything bacon covered, bacon flavored for Jess. That
Bacon?
goes on- Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
bacon.
Yeah, bacon might be better. Yeah, bacon might be better with tahini.
Okay.
No, I mean, you would do that. I mean, it's usually put on fruit or, well, I've seen it more on fruit or candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, it's got to be still Gibson Girl ice cream. It's my favorite. Favorite snack to eat. And I still like the mint juleps. I don't think you like them so much.
No, I mean, they're okay, but yeah.
Okay, they have a new watermelon julep that they.
Ooh, I'll try that.
Yeah, it looked really good.
That
Yes.
might be good.
Yeah, it looked good, and they give you like a wedge of watermelon in it. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to do
might be
everything I'm thinking. But yeah, so the ice cream for me at Gibson Girl, the smoked almond fudge, and the mint julep. But hopefully it'll be a watermelon julep. All right. With that, let's go to our news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
Tonight's news is brought to you by Expedition Roasters Coffee, where they encourage you to brew your happy place.
And if you want to go check out these cool little adventure tea infusers that they just brought out, they are not only cute, but they infuse your tea.
Make sure to enter the discount code when you are at checkout, LTP20, for your 20% off your very first purchase.
Yeah, that's Expedition Roasters Coffee, where they encourage you to brew your happy place. Yeah, so we've got some news tonight. Some really good news. Some really excellent news.
Do we?
No, I don't know. It's all the same stuff. All the same stuff.
Same stuff, different Disney.
So, first news item Galaxy's Edge smugglers make off with anything not nailed down in Disneyland's new Star Wars land. So, the free, and that's air quotes, collectibles in Disneyland's new Star Wars Galaxy's Edge that didn't have a price tag and weren't nailed down have found their way to cyberspace, with many of the five-finger discount items showing up in the secondary market. A simple search for Galaxy's Edge on the eBay online shopping site reveals a slew of items that probably should not have left the Black Spire Outpost Village on the Star Wars planet of Batuu, the setting for the new 14-acre land. Okay. Other resourceful Galaxy's Edge visitors simply took more of the free Star Wars stuff than Disneyland might have anticipated or expected. As a result, many of the pilfered and hoarded souvenirs are no longer available for the rest of us.
Thank you.
In the new Star Wars land. Gone are the Galaxy's Edge maps and Docking Bay 7 sporks that are likely not to reappear in the park or the land. It's always possible that they were intended as grand opening swag, or maybe new shipments of the popular keepsakes are bound for that too.
That is a good question.
So anyways, the story continues to go on with how much these prices are, but the point of the story is that people are taking things that they should not have been taking, like the laminated menus for Olga's Cantina started showing up on eBay for $40 during the Disneyland employee previews before regular visitors are even allowed into the park. Olga's employees now hand out the Ragged Edge menus more selectively and collect them more quickly once you place an order. So what else was on there? The postcard size visitors receive when they return to join the Cantina's virtual queue are now being showing up on eBay, bundled with packages of other Galaxy's Edge loot. Okay, so I don't know. What do you guys think about this kind of stuff?
I'm sitting here shaking my head because two things are wrong with it. One, that they took it, and two, that people are buying it.
Yeah.
You know, it just drives me nuts. People are inconsiderate, and that's what it really breaks down to, being inconsiderate and selfish. You take away from the whole thing, and then you people who buy it... You people who buy it are really who's to blame.
Right.
Because you're creating the market for it.
Well, the people that take, 7 or 8 coasters are also to blame.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't...
You wouldn't be tempted to take an extra one?
Nope.
Doesn't bother me none.
Yeah. Well,
It doesn't bother me because, and it's not the fact that it's Star Wars that doesn't bother me. It's the fact that people are getting irritated because it's Star Wars.
No.
Who cares? Like, people do this all the time with other things, and nobody throws a fit about it.
Well,
it doesn't make it right.
Like what?
No.
Stealing other things from other places
no,
and
they
selling
should, though.
things.
They should.
Right, but they're not.
Okay.
So it bothers me that people make a big deal that you're stealing Star Wars stuff. Told you, I'm in a mood tonight.
Yeah.
it just bothers me.
Yeah.
It's not right. I'm not condoning it.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't care.
So, but like for example, at this Haunted Mansion thing that happens, and if there's free coasters and free whatever, and
I'll take coasters.
Are you going?
No.
Okay,
No.
but let's say you wanted to go and you couldn't go. Would you be upset if someone took a bunch of stuff and put it on eBay?
Free stuff?
Yeah.
No. If it's my choice to buy it, if you didn't steal it, I don't care. If you take it, it's free. If I'm willing to pay for it, Disney wasn't willing to sell it. So if you are and Disney gave it to you for free, that's your prerogative. Like, if I'm willing to give you $15 for a coaster, that's
and I get that, and I understand your point, but my point is that those people.
Sorry, wrong TV show, wrong radio.
No, those people who do that, I think they're doing it, and they're taking away from somebody else who actually goes through the effort, shows up, and goes through everything.
Yeah, but Disney should have enough.
Well, how do you know? Okay,
quantity.
no, but how do you know? How do you know if like Disney goes, okay, we are expecting 400 people, okay, and I'm just throwing a number out there, and then we go, okay, we're going to do 500, and then some jerk comes in and goes, I'm going to grab 50 of them.
But you limit it. You limit the quantity that people take.
Yeah, but if they're going and grabbing them as you go, how do you know? Like, how are you going to police that? My point.
That's their own damn fault for leaving it out just as a free-for-all. That's like leaving a candy bowl out for Halloween with a sign that says take 2.
Again, my point is that I get mad at the people who do that. They take advantage. And that is my point. That annoys me because that's not fair, because then you're taking from someone else who actually went and made the effort to go. And that is my point. So if I went to an event and they're like, okay, we're going to give you, but they're all gone. I'm like, but I'm the 10th person in line. Something is wrong there. And then you can lay fault on Disney and you can lay fault on the people taking it. Well, no, I would lay fault on both of them. Because one, you need to police better, and two,
yes, and they should police.
People shouldn't do that. So
yeah, they should police it. They should police it.
They should police better. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I get mad at people who just take advantage of the situation. I get mad at people who do that. That is just my personality.
Sure.
If
Well,
if
I get that.
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, so that's my point. I get your point too, Jess. I understand, like, well, you know, that you're going to have that person like, well, I will pay for it, then okay. So, but I just get
That's my
irritated that people,
choice.
yeah, no, and that's what I said. I get irritated because you could be potentially removing a souvenir that might mean more because you actually went there, and then you could create a memory for life. I mean, how many memories for life do we have from going to the park in different places?
Right.
And you will see that item and go like, oh my god, and then as opposed to a person like,
Right.
oh, I paid $15 on eBay. Isn't that cool?
But if you want it bad enough,
But why? Again, no, I get your
what
point.
if they're like me and I can't afford to go, but I can afford a $15 coaster on eBay with free shipping?
Well, again, I see the point that you're making, but I just disagree with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing.
Mark's like, whatever.
No, what? No, I think I don't like the hoarding mentality.
Yep.
Hoarder.
No, I mean it's the same thing with limited edition T-shirts. Oh, I can only buy 2 or 3, so I buy the maximum and then I sell them for more. I mean, it's your right to do whatever it is you want if you buy it, but is it ethical?
No, I mean,
I don't know.
it's a gray.
It is a gray area because it helps people out that can't go,
Sure, yeah. Well,
that still love the park and is what it stands for as much as we do. They just can't afford it.
right.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Jess is doing gardening as we talk.
Yes. Yes. It actually helps to calm her down.
Yeah,
does, it really
it's very
does.
soothing for Jess. Have you ever seen her gardening? She mellows.
Gardening with Jess.
It's a new show on Thursday nights at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So next news item. So it's been oddly peaceful at the parks as of late.
Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen.
So the Orange County Register listed 7 reasons why Disneyland feels less crowded. So let's see if we could talk about this and let's go through all 7 and see what you guys think. First thing, a big chunk of Disneyland's annual pass holder base is blocked out for the majority of the summer. Well, I think that has a lot to do with it.
I think
has a lot to do
I
with
think
it.
that is one of the major reasons.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, because these are people that show up whenever they want, probably don't spend money in the parks.
Not
No,
much,
and they're
no.
not going to go they're not going to go and pay the extra fee.
No.
No, the majority won't.
No. I mean, okay, but here's a scenario. If you were down there and you had an annual pass and it was blocked out, would you have paid extra to go to the Galaxy's Edge? As a regular get? Well, I mean, as a non-AP, would you buy like a regular park ticket?
I would have been hard pressed, I think, to fork out the cash for it.
I mean, you can just wait.
They're supposed to unblock those the week after we go.
I know. The week after D23.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the week of D23.
Yeah, the week of 23. Yeah. So that's going to be an interesting situation, right?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, I don't care why it's happening. I'm just glad it's happening when we're going to go.
Yes. I mean, if I had an annual pass and I was down there and I knew that I was blocked out, I might have considered getting just a one day ticket to get in there for one park. Just to go
Like I
check it
said,
out.
I would have been hard pressed, and it would have been one of those things that I don't think I would have. If, like, you're going, and then other people are like, well, let's go. Then I would have been like, well,
Sure.
then we're going with people, then it changes the
Dynamic.
the dynamic of everything. Yeah.
Okay. It does. Okay, number 2. Disneyland spent more than a year working on Project Stardust, which takes a comprehensive park-wide look at operations, infrastructure, and crowd management with an eye toward improving efficiency, traffic flow, and access. I think that has something to do with it as well. What do you think, Jess?
Can you repeat the question, please?
This is this is the second reason why Disneyland feels less crowded, is that they spent more than a year working on Project Stardust, which takes a comprehensive park-wide look at operations, infrastructure, and crowd management with an eye toward improving efficiency, traffic flow, and access.
No.
No, you don't think that has anything to do?
No. I think that was a joke.
The widening.
Sorry.
The
I really do. It
No,
doesn't.
the widening of the pass. You don't think made
No,
it?
because I still see the same amount of heads as I look up. It doesn't matter how much spaced out they are.
But don't you think that might have improved flow? That doesn't improve flow.
No. Just welcomes more strollers.
No, we're going to talk about shoulders in it.
We will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
I don't think so.
I think it has some effect, mostly positive. to widen up areas like in around Adventureland, where they took out that tropical imports and make that covered area now is all strollers. Mm-hmm. And I think that's good as opposed to strollers being just shoved in the middle. Mm-hmm. So I mean that's one thing of Project Stardust. I'm not so big of them taking out planters and taking out benches.
No. Yeah, no.
I think you need that.
Yeah, I agree.
But okay. Number 3, Disney California Adventure has added attractions that are drawing visitors across the Esplanade and helping reduce the number of people in Disneyland. Do you think that's true?
Can you tell me about the attractions that they're talking about, please?
Exactly. I don't know what have they added.
No,
I mean, Pixar Pier?
I don't think Pixar Pier is a draw to that level. Mission Breakout has been there for a while now. Yeah. Pixar Pier has been there a year now, coming up, right? About a year.
Exactly a year.
Yeah. No, I disagree. I disagree with that. I
the
don't
only
think
thing that's new, and I think now I know why they've done it, if they added back Strolling over California.
That could be, but not at such a rate to decrease the overall feel of Disneyland. I mean, no. I'm happy, but I'm not going to be like, well, now I'm going to spend an extra amount of time over in DCA because California's back. Soaring over California.
Yeah.
No.
That's not enough alone to get you over there.
No.
What about It's Lemon?
Well, that, and then if I only have a 20-minute wait for
Incredicoaster.
for the Incredicoaster and 20-minute wait for Breakout, yeah.
Okay.
Now you got me going.
Yeah, see, I don't really agree with that. I don't think DCA is enough to get that. Okay. Number 4, for the first time in more than a quarter century, the acreage of Disneyland has been significantly expanded.
I think that is a part of it, too.
14 acres have been added.
Yeah, but with the quite now being often reported emptiness, and I'm air quoting emptiness, of Galaxy's Edge, I don't know how much that's affecting the overall feel.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Again, most of this is, I think, not impactful, deeply impactful.
Except for most of what we've gone through.
Everything
so far?
Except for the first one.
Yeah, the first one I think is the catalyst of all this. That was the blocked out of the main AP holders. Is that saying redundant? It is. Annual pass holder holders. Annual APs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The APs.
The APs.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 5, to state the obvious, Galaxy's Edge is drawing people out of the rest of Disneyland.
Again, I think that's provable.
I think that's inaccurate.
I think that's provably not right.
Right, and again, I can't really say anything yet until we go in and experience. But God, I'm working. Honestly, I'm struggling with it right now. Mm-hmm. Not a struggler's run, but a smuggler's run. But I am. I just don't want to have a negative attitude going into it, and I'm already getting one, and it's making me a little upset.
Yeah, no, I'm trying very, very hard.
That's why I'm not going.
Yeah,
right.
Not to look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now, in Jess's frame of mind, there's no way she. I don't know. No ways. I think is too. Too solid or too stiff of an answer that you would enjoy any part of that.
No.
I don't know. You could. But I think chances are great that you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but to Jess's point, I was thinking about this on our last podcast. I mean, imagine if they spent 14 acres on something that we just did not like whatsoever. Like let's just say Frozen. And you go, well, wait a minute. We lost a big Thunder Ranch barbecue for Frozen. We lost a lot of the stuff back there for Frozen. We could have done Tomorrowland. We could have expanded Fantasyland, but yet we had to make 14 acres for this. I think I'd be exactly how Jess is feeling right now. I'd be like, I have no interest in going to Frozen Land.
Yeah, and I've never questioned or said you shouldn't think like that.
I wasn't questioning.
I
wasn't questioning. I was just trying to empathize with her. Why, or like Tron Land. I'd be like, we're not doing Tron Land.
We're gonna get that with Tomorrowland anyway.
Maybe
it'd make you feel so much better when it fails, though.
What?
Well,
Tron?
it'll make her feel better.
Star Wars?
So
yeah, Galaxy's Edge.
Okay, number 5.
Galaxy's Edge,
yeah.
Here's number 6 is why it feels less crowded. The new Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run attraction has consistently had wait times for an hour or more.
Nope.
I mean, it has, but no, it hasn't.
No.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no. OC Register is usually pretty good, but I'm sitting here reading this list going, no. I don't think any of this is really having that deep of an impact.
It's not.
That's a movie, Deep Impact. Anyway.
Oh, it is, yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, yeah, there's no. They are incorrect. I think this is incorrect. And then the last one is just laughable. But go ahead.
The opposite of FOMO is JOMO, which is fear of missing out, is joy of missing out.
Yeah.
Like, Jess actually is joy of missing this out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. No, that's a joke. That's ridiculous.
No, like I said,
People aren't doing that.
Yeah, no, people aren't like, yeah, I'm glad I'm not going. No. Again, like I said, you'll see Registered usually has some really good articles. And this one, I disagree with, like, on every level except for the first one.
Yeah.
I really, really think that the first one is the biggest factor going in.
It is.
And I made the comment this week that I really hope it maintains all the way through for when we go, because I would actually enjoy what the park seems to be, how it seems to be operating right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
that'll be good.
Yeah. So,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, again, with Galaxy's Edge, I think I mentioned this before. There's just not a whole lot to do unless you come prepared to spend $300 or $400, and which is fine. That's your thing. But average park guest is going to go.
They're not going to want to do that.
Yeah. Like right now, well, I don't want to turn into the Galaxy's Edge conversation.
No.
Oh, that's not our topic tonight?
No.
What if Jess messaged me right before I got her saying we need to talk about Galaxy's Edge in depth.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
I forgot about that.
I think what we're gonna have to do is in a year from now,
Yes.
we're gonna do a retrospect and we'll really be able to tell where we're at.
Okay. You're right. And I'll close out Galaxy's Edge talk with there's going to be a couple phases of this. Phase 1 is going to include Rise of the Resistance.
Yep.
Phase 2 is supposed to have that dinner theater.
What we think.
Sit down. Yeah, they were talking about that today. Is that they have plans for that, making this multi-seat dinner theater a big thing. I mean, we'll get to that later at some point.
They should.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
right.
think that's a conversation we have when it is announced. So probably after D23 is my assumption.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just I think when we're at Disneyland for Galaxy's Edge, we might go live. I was maybe thinking about that.
Okay.
Doing live on our Instagram, but we will definitely do a post Galaxy's Edge recording
Yeah, like I said, right away.
right away. Okay. Anyways, next news item from Jess. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Jess, how can we keep talking about this?
I just can't help it.
No, actually, the next item is Main Street Electrical Parade is coming back to Disneyland. Disneyland is bringing back its classic Main Street Electrical Parade for a limited time from August 2nd to September 30th. Officials announced on June 28th. Although the park these days has newer, more sophisticated and technologically advanced parades, this one remains nostalgic for many visitors. First debuted in 1972, it ran until November of 1996. After which it was revived numerous times in various incarnations at the Disneyland Resort. It last appeared at Disneyland in 2017.
You ready for what I'm about to say?
Go ahead.
I think we're gonna watch a parade when I'm down there.
Are you going to watch it?
Yeah.
Actually, I was worried about this. And here's why. Because Annika really, really wants to see it.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, okay, this is going to be great because Udi's going to say, F that. I'm not watching that. I'm going to go on Mansion, and which is totally fine. And you can do that. And I'm going to be stuck watching the parade with Annika.
Nope.
Okay.
And only because look at the years of it that it ran.
Yes. Yes.
This is the only parade that my childhood knew.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're bringing back, I'm like, okay, I may just do it, so I can remember.
You can remember.
Yeah, and then we'll be done. I'll
Okay.
do it day one. That way we don't have to worry about it the next day.
Well, we won't be there the next
Oh,
day
that
for
next
it.
night, yeah.
Jess, what is your favorite parade?
Celebrate. Just because I worked it.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. The other caveat to this is that I know you guys, I'm sure you love hearing our LTP planning stages here, but I do want to go make a beeline after that's done, go over to Galaxy's Edge and see what that's like at night, if we can get into it for fireworks or something.
I'm pretty sure we'll be fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
No. We need to make it a priority
Okay,
to go there when it's dark.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, next news item, and I think this is interesting, is good. Our last news item for the evening, Disney's Grand Californian Hotel Poolside Bar soft opens just in time for 4th of July weekend. That was last weekend. The new Grand Californian Hotel Craftsman Bar soft opened last week at the Disneyland Resort Hotel. It's squeezed between the Disney California Adventure Theme Park and downtown Disney Shopping Mall. Just like the nearby Napa Rose, Storytellers Cafe restaurants, the new hotel poolside bar is open to the general public. The swimming pool is reserved for hotel guests with wristbands. The Craftsman themed bar adopts design elements of the arts and crafts hotel. Okay, all this stuff is not really important for listeners. It's just there's a new poolside bar with some food and TVs and low key sports bar or whatever. Okay. They've got Cali sliders and Wagyu beef patty, Swiss cheese, artichoke aioli for $21. That's interesting. Anyways, there's some menu items I'm not going to be talking about, but it looks like typical, slightly overpriced bar menu stuff.
It looks really cool, though.
Yeah, it might be worth a quick look.
Yeah. We have to do a walkthrough.
We will do a walkthrough.
Yeah, we'll do a walkthrough.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, it does, right?
Yeah. Okay, any more news items for you guys?
No, the one we're going to avoid.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, we're avoiding that.
We're going to avoid that one.
Okay, we're going to avoid it.
Just you're right, Jess. We shouldn't talk about it.
Mixture.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that was our news. 101 with Jess is dark tonight. She's got some refurbishments going on, and so you can enjoy the other attractions at the LTP. Someone's breathing in heavy to the mic.
That'd be Miss Jessica.
That was 101 with Jess.
Okay.
And cut.
All right, so now let's go to our feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
All right, LTP listeners, we sent out something on Instagram asking you about what are some etiquette tips for the park. And this topic really has been spawned from the more recent events that happened on July 6th, where a video surfaced of a family fight of sorts in ToonTown. And if you haven't seen it, I guess you can see it. I don't encourage you to see it, but I'm sure you have.
Don't go.
You don't.
No.
But it's pretty much the display of
Epicness.
Of epicness. I mean, but it's an embarrassment of every category you can think of.
Yeah.
And so, Jess, I'd like for you to talk about this for a second, or maybe many seconds. But when you first saw it, how did you feel about that?
I just watched it last night for the first time.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to watch it because I didn't see a point
Right, I got
in
you.
watching it.
I got you.
I didn't care.
Right.
But now, after you have seen it,
It doesn't even bother me that it was in Disneyland.
it doesn't.
No.
Okay.
It's just trashy.
Right.
Trashy.
Yeah.
It is trashy. Yeah.
I don't care if it was in Disneyland or Six Flags or outside.
Or the State Fair.
Yeah, it's just trashy.
Mm-hmm.
It was just trash.
Yeah.
So that was my thought.
Okay.
Garbage.
Udi, what did you think when you first saw it?
Well, I mean, part of it was like exactly what Jess said. I'm like, what in the world is going on? And then what in the world where it's okay for people to behave like that, you know? And then, to me, it heightened the fact that they're in ToonTown. So I'm like, okay, they're in Disneyland and they're ToonTown. What has happened that causes you in the park to act like that? Okay? So that was my first question. Like, what happened? Because I have no idea. But regardless of the reason why it started, the whole thing, no, anywhere. Like, Jess, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're here, that is trashy. It's horrible.
It's just trash.
Yeah, it's behavior that is not okay.
Right.
So what I felt more was me more being irritated at the fact that of where it happened in Disneyland is because think about where you're at in Disneyland. You're in ToonTown. And who's the majority of the people who go into ToonTown?
Kids.
Kids.
Yeah.
So you're going to have kids everywhere, but the majority of the people in ToonTown are going to be kids, and so you're going to subject children to that. For whatever reason. Again, it doesn't make it. I don't care the reason. So I got very mad. I think I used the word vile. I think I used the words vile and disgusting.
Mm-hmm. And those are appropriately used.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in fact, you know what? I should probably look up the. I said vile. Yeah, I said
that's
vile
a good
and
word.
disgusting.
It is vile.
Vile behavior anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of behavior anywhere. I don't care where it is vile and disgusting, and it just got heightened, in fact, because they were surrounded by mostly children.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, it really upset me. It upset me because I felt bad for any of the people who didn't want to. If you go to certain areas, hey, if it breaks out, okay. But at Disneyland, not only in Disneyland, but in ToonTown.
I get that people are stressed.
Mm-hmm.
It can be very stressful.
I mean, it was right around the earthquake, after the earthquake hit, so I can understand there's a heightened probably
Senses and people
right.
are like stressed and freaking out and irritated or panicked.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that. But it's your own dang family.
Mm-hmm.
Or wife of your brother or yeah.
Yep.
It irritated me.
Yeah.
Oh, it irritated me so
Yep.
much.
So anyway, I mean, and I think, I mean, when you look at the video's probably 3.5, 4 minutes long. It took Disney security about 2 minutes to respond, which probably not too bad, considering the park. They're not, I don't know how often they're spread out security and how thin they are. Because that was, as I'm watching, I'm like, oh my gosh, how long until security shows up? There's one guy. There's one sweep.
Yeah, he's mean
trying to get
janitor.
Yeah, and he's trying to kind of get in there because he realizes, oh crap, this is like bad, and he's an older guy.
They're lucky they didn't have guns because
It's
somebody
just-
would have shot somebody.
It's his job to take out the trash, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but then when you see Disney respond, they responded in force. There was 5, 6, 7 people all came in.
But they did not touch one person.
Nope, because I think there's a point of it
Okay, so-
unfortunately, how much can you grab people?
And that's an interesting discussion to have. So, just real quick though, I mean, Jess, clearly you're the only cast member here. What would have happened if that happened in Fantasyland, and you were the closest cast member?
I would have pulled the guy off the woman. I would have gotten punched in the face, and I would have lost my job.
Okay, so you would have just.
But I would have intervened. I don't care about my job at that point. He was beating the hell out of a woman.
Yeah,
and
that's not okay.
Do they tell you in
I don't remember, to be
about
honest.
this kind of stuff?
I don't
or-
remember. I'd have to. I mean, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I'm sure that. But I don't remember. It's been so long.
Okay.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Don't ever say that again.
10 years.
Okay, so
years.
so you would have intervened.
Oh yeah, I would have gotten punched in the face.
Yeah,
yeah.
If you watch it too,
Because he had no remorse or respect.
And then the first people who actually intervened were other guests.
Right.
If you
There
watch
was
it.
5 men that had to pull him off of her and take him down.
and wrestle him to the ground.
Right. Yeah. So I think when I saw it, I mean, I had the same words. I mean, first off, I felt like a big pit in my stomach, going, "What? Okay, this isn't the Sacramento State Fair or the California State Fair. It's which I have seen that there. But
no, you will.
yeah, but this is Disneyland, and okay, number one, what am I watching? Is this real? And I go, this kind of stuff just cannot happen in a park like this. That was my first reaction, and then of course, very, very just trash, trashy people, trashy. The way they can, conduct themselves, it's absolutely disgusting that this kind of stuff happens. Then my next thought was, someone can take the time to film this, but they can't stop what's going on.
Because people don't want to you can get sued. If they're that kind of a crashby family, they could turn around, oh, he hit me, he did this,
And
he hurt me,
and
because
that's-
the family's not pressing charges against each other. So the family's not pressing charges against each other.
Yeah.
So, but they would sure shit press charges against another person that touched them.
Sure, and that's because this litigious society that we live in now.
Oh, yeah.
If these guys smell money anywhere, but I mean, I can tell you, I probably would have done, if I was there with the girls and that happened, I probably would have just push my girls away, and
Well, you're going to protect your family
and taking that guy down because I don't know what was said between the woman.
Doesn't even matter.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter, unless your life is being threatened by said woman. It's a very tough call. But anyways, from what he hit her first, at least the one that I saw, he just kind of cold cocked her.
He hit 3 women, I think.
Oh, there was a guy in the white shirt and a guy in the red shirt.
The guy in the red shirt.
The guy in the red shirt hit 2. The guy in the white shirt hit
some
1.
other lady.
He hit the old lady that fell, right? The one in the scooter.
I think so. And then someone got pulled by the hair, right?
That was the girl that was the guy in the black shirt, or in the red shirt. The red shirt, she was in a tan tank top, and he was grabbing her by like her weave, because that wasn't her real hair.
So what, as a bystander, what is your role in that situation?
Well, I have been. Okay.
I'll tell you something. I used to work security in concerts.
We've had this conversation before that we probably crossed paths probably 10 years before we actually ever knew each other. Yes. I almost guarantee we did.
Well, yes, we did.
We did, because of where you were and where I went. I know I walked by you. But anyway.
Okay.
Well, okay. I'll describe what I've done in a situation where there are people acting inappropriately towards another person, and I kind of stepped back for a second and was hoping that it would dissipate.
Yeah.
And when it didn't dissipate, I intervened. It was short, to the point. Basically what happened, I'll tell you, I'll just tell a story real quick. We're on BART, headed down to the ball game, me and my cousin. And me and my cousin, we grew up together. There's a group of kids that come in, younger kids, and they are just being loud, obnoxious, rude, kind of pushing their way around. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. We've got cocktails.
And then...
Cocktails.
And then we came to a station, and they started blocking the door. And they were kind of doing it on purpose. And I saw there was a
woman... Going to the A's game?
Going to the Giants... I don't go to the A's game. It's an American League. Are you kidding?
Well, wait a minute.
Going to a Giants game.
Well, I'm trying to think of what bar station that would have been.
Oh, I don't remember. Anyway,
okay.
So as we're going, then it's clearly coming to a stop. And she's getting ready, I can look over and I see her going, how am I going to navigate this so I can get off? And so she kind of starts moving, and they literally block her off. Mm-hmm. And she's probably just the size as far as height. So she's 5 foot, what are you, 5'2"?
3.
5'3". And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at that, and then she's starting to get worried. Oh my God. And she's trying to push her way. Okay, I need to try to wiggle. And she's trying to be very low key, just kind of wiggle her way through, and they're not letting her through. Oh. And I finally look at it, the door's open, and I can see her go, oh my God, I'm going to get stuck on it. I just walked over to the dude, and I just literally pushed on his chest, and I said, move the bleep, bleep, bleep out of her way. Which then they all turned and looked at me, and then my cousin was right behind me, and we both just kind of stared them all down.
Yeah.
And they got out of her way. Mm. And she just looked at me, and she went off. So in my opinion, it's when you see certain things, there are moments in time where you have to step up. And to me, I think I would have been started yelling and at least going hey, back off, back off, back off, which is what a lot of people did. They kind of saw what was going on, and then they kind of went, oh, this is escalating. And then you saw guests jump in and go, hey, back off, and start jumping in the way.
Okay.
I would have been one of those people jumping in the way, going back off.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And what do you think Disney's role in all this is, and how do you think they should treat these 4 individuals? Jazz, go ahead.
Galaxy's Edge. It caused it all. Whole thing.
They're mad because they couldn't get a lightsaber.
No, what was the thing that was stolen? They couldn't get a kyber crystal.
Yeah, that's yes. That's
brownie points for remembering kyber crystal. No, my opinion is Disney's role is exactly what they did.
Yeah,
they came in. I think they did what they could in the role, which is they came in, they separated, they pulled people apart, and I'm pretty sure they walked everybody out of the park. Obviously, it's not going to be on the video, but I'm pretty sure
they took them backstage.
Yeah,
and that's where Anaheim PD was.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
They didn't walk them out the front.
Do you think they gave them like passes or anything?
No.
The people that were in a fight?
Yeah. I'm joking with you.
Oh, I was really confused.
Yeah, I'm totally joking.
It's like, no, if they had annual passes, they cut them up.
Yeah, they're revoked.
I mean, my thought is they would ban these 4 people for life, at least a year.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it'd be the 4. The old lady in the scooter, I don't think I'd ban her.
No, I would have banned the individuals who were obviously
the guy in the red, the guy in the white, and then the chick in the tan.
The 2 women, yeah.
And then the other woman.
Yeah, so there were the 3 women involved?
There were 3 women, but the woman was in the EVC scooter.
Yeah.
And she got out.
Yeah.
To like try to break it up, but she didn't like swing it any. She was an old lady. Older.
Did she get dropped?
She got dropped hard, and she stayed down.
Yeah, that was really that was tough to watch.
Down.
Yeah, because it's an older woman getting like
cold clocked.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like again, the whole thing.
I wish I was there.
Well, who hit her? One of the guys or one of the chicks?
I think it was one of the guys.
No, it was one of the girls.
Because
was it one of the girls?
Yeah, because there were chicks fighting too.
Oh well, then she fell just because she was acting.
No.
All right, so all of this talk about what happened over the last weekend is kind of led us to talk about what are the etiquette's expectations of when you go into the park. And we posted that question on social media. On Facebook you did, and Instagram. Did you do anything on Facebook?
Yeah, but I think I only got one thing.
Okay, well, we're going to read the responses, and we're going to talk about that. All right? So, or unless you guys want to go first and talk about...
No, we've already had a discussion enough about what happened. We'll go.
No. What we think about etiquette in the park.
No. We'll go with our listeners first, and then we can interview.
We can kind of agree and like kind of side thing.
Okay.
Side thing it. I think side thinging's a good thing.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
All right. Well, I can. What are you going to Facebook?
Yeah, I'll go to Facebook.
Okay, and then I'll go to Instagram. Okay. So the first one we have is from Jay Vendetta. One of our favorites.
Yeah.
Be kind to others. Pick up after yourself. Walking in the park should be like driving. Wait. Should be like driving. Stay to the right. Have fun. Remember, you're making memories.
Yep.
Yeah. You should go and like that.
Yeah. No. Oh. Okay. I'll like that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No. I completely agree. When you're in the park. The purpose of the park, of everything, is to enjoy yourself. It is for enjoyment of your family, who you're with, your friends, whatever. You're there to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
People interacting with each other, you're going to run across certain situations where you may get irritated with somebody.
Maybe.
Honestly, the only times I'll bring up my thing at the end here. But no, she's absolutely right. Like, walking in the park, understanding what's going on, and just realizing there's more people around you is one of the key things you got to remember when you're there.
That's easier said than done for some people, Udi.
I know.
Especially with the advent of personal device like you have in your hand.
I know. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. One of my pet peeves. Yeah.
So what's the second thing she said? Pick up after yourself?
Yeah, well, pick up after yourself, exactly. Don't leave a mess. Like, whenever you leave, understand, somebody's coming in behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's having respect for where you are and the people around you. It's really what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say we were waiting in for a table at Coke Corner or something, and a couple got up and just left their tray of stuff there. Would you say something to them?
No, probably not.
I think I would.
I know you would.
Yep, let's say trash.
Yep.
There.
I would probably just pick it up and like carry it in their face and be like, I got you.
Yeah. Oh, seriously, I would do that.
Yeah, I know you would. I know Jess would too.
Yep. Story, I got it.
Yep.
Okay, so what's the next thing?
And she said, yeah, have fun and remember, you're making memories. So exactly.
Yes. Okay.
So then our favorite, number 13, for starters, don't start a brawl in ToonTown.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, start it in Tomorrowland. That's much more effective.
Yeah. Okay, so
that's pretty fun.
Yeah, no. Again, we already talked about it, so we're not going to go further. But yeah, no.
Nope.
And don't start a fight anywhere.
Anywhere.
Not like that. Anywhere.
Not even with your own family.
Yeah. So then what else we got?
I'm sure.
So,
there's-
yeah, well, Mark, I won't go into what the chat back and forth. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Hold on, there's a lot of conversation back and forth. Okay, so Annie, was it Annie in Adventureland? Pick up.
That's a new listener.
I haven't seen her. Hey Annie, if you're listening, thank you for joining in.
Mm-hmm. What's her name?
Annie in Adventureland.
Hello, Annie in Adventureland.
Yeah, hello. Picking up your own dang trash. Yes, I think we're all. I know that is one of Jess's main pet peeves. Hey, look, it's her biggest pet peeve too. Trash goes in one of the main trash cans available to you. Not a difficult concept.
It's not hard.
I agree wholeheartedly, and like I said, everyone, you're in good company because we all feel that way.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so Rice, Charlotte.
That's my mom.
Okay. Hi, Mark's mom.
Yeah.
A common decency and respect for our fellow man as well as property of others is lost to many visitors. I do not like to see visitors tossing food or trash into the water of the Jungle Cruise from a tropical hideaway. Or...
Yep.
And she did see that.
Oh, my
While
gosh.
she was there, yeah.
Or not busting their own trash after in dining in places that are pretty obvious that they should. Sometimes it seems like visitors think that the price of the ticket of the park gives them a sense of entitlement, yes, that allows them to be rude to cast members and Disneyland property. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yes.
And we've said it before, we think one of the main culprits of that are who?
The annual pass.
The annual pass holders. Yeah, they have a sense of entitlement.
Yes, they do.
They do.
And it is a problem. We'll say that. And I know I will be joining the AP Holder Club here probably pretty soon, and I will not be acting like that.
But see, you just said AP holder. That's what
AP
done.
and AP.
Yes. Oh, are you going to get a sticker for your car?
No.
Oh.
Put them on my forehead.
Oh. Well,
Anyway.
but if you get one, I want you to grab like 7 of them.
Okay, I will. I'll grab like 8 of them, and then I'll put them on eBay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What is it?
The little AP sticker.
holder.
The one they mail you?
No, the one that looks like the little Euro sticker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they mail it to you.
Oh.
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I think they mail it. They mail them.
Okay.
So wait for it in the mail.
So, Piston Cup Champ. We all know who that is.
We all know who that is.
Yep.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi,
Hello,
Aaron.
Aaron.
Oh, by the way, are we
What?
Disney Trivia next Wednesday night?
Yeah, I think I'm working.
Okay, anyway, we'll talk about that later. Okay. Top 3 etiquette rules.
Top 3. Okay, he's ranked them.
Yep. Number 3.
You go, Aaron.
Don't leave a mess at food tables. You feel the theme going on right here?
Yes.
Or anywhere, really. Just because cast members get paid to bus tables doesn't mean you need to leave everything for them to pick up. You're not tipping them. They're not there to be your busboy or
No,
your waiter.
Be an adult.
Or your server.
Clean up after yourself.
Mm-hmm.
At the Blue Bayou, you do tip them.
Well, because it's full service.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. It is full service.
Which predominantly a lot of the eateries in the park are not.
That's true. Jess, would you ever have taken a tip on Storybook?
No, you're not allowed to.
Oh.
You can get fired.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're not allowed to accept gifts from guests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Number 2, be aware of your surroundings. If you don't have a stroller, be aware of the strollers. If you have a stroller, be aware of other people. As a former non-stroller user, I understand the frustration of strollers. But if we are all aware of the people and things around us and are courteous to others, we'll all have a good time. Couldn't agree more.
Yes, I agree with that.
I agree
Like
with
I
that.
said, understanding that there are more people than you in the park, and we're all here for the same reason, to have a good time and enjoy the park and enjoy our company of the people directly around us, and really other people there. Mm-hmm. I mean, every time we go to the park, I know every time Jess goes to the park, we go to the park, we wind up at some point interacting with people. We had a lot of that last time we went. We interacted with.
Well, that's just because we're famous.
Well, okay.
We're actually public figures there.
Okay, are we?
Wait. Oh, gosh, yes.
No, but no. To your point, yes, we do.
Yeah.
And that's just because we're fairly nice people.
Yeah, but again, we don't shy away from that. We
No.
have that conversation with people because we all recognize that we're there enjoying the park. And for anybody who's a first-time goer, I love running across people who are first times because I'm like, oh, cool. Make sure you go over here. Make sure you go look at that.
Yeah.
Because there are things that you don't know about the park that I do. And let me share that knowledge with you. And it's about sharing and enriching the experience for that person. So we need to be cognizant of that when we go, that we may, if we're jerks or something along those lines, we may negatively affect somebody's experience, which is not okay. And then number 1, don't be a jerk to cast members. They're the ones who make the magic happen. Without them, we don't have the park. You put an exclamation point on that. I completely agree.
Okay.
Yep.
That
I agree with that.
Yeah, that breaks down to human decency. I never, ever yell at any kind of server I've ever had. Anybody working on any of my equipment, anything. I never yell, get upset if it is not correct or whatever. I have an issue with it. I have very calm, rational discussion
You have
with
to.
them.
It's not their fault.
Yeah. And most of the time, it's not their fault. So anyone who feels like it's okay to yell, no, it's not. Okay. So next one. Hold on. Noisy.
Who?
Okay. Noisy Business Pod.
Oh, okay. That's it. New for us.
Another person that we haven't seen.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah. We love these questions. Boy, do we have beef with parents with strollers. But seriously, walking on the right side of the path or walkway instead of just walking where you please.
Yes.
I agree.
And and that's more prevalent now with the smartphones. Again, everyone's got a cell phone with their head buried into it, walking aimlessly, and that's a problem. But that's who cares? I mean, that's never going to be rectified now.
No.
But yeah, I totally agree with everything so far.
Yeah. And then last one by JPitty23. We all know who that is.
Yes.
Simple. Have fun. Make memories. Don't be a jerk.
Pretty much.
Yep. Okay.
So, yeah. So I agree. I agree with so many of those. Those are pretty much hitting all the points that I would make. Those are my etiquette things that when you go to the park. My main things that I do when I'm at the park is basically what I do in normal life anyway. One, I try to be courteous to everyone around me. I say hello.
Hello.
I ask, how are you doing?
Of course.
I'm doing pretty good, Udi. Thank you for asking.
I say please and thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Even to the person who I buy coffee from, hey, can I please have that? And thank you very much and have a good day. So just being courteous. I won't even say common courteous because we know where that goes, but just being courteous. That's one of my main etiquette things. If you go into the park and you're just going to be courteous, guess what? Your day is probably going to go pretty darn well because everyone's going to like being around you because you're being nice. And there's no reason to be a jerk in that park. Again, the video we talked about, I don't care what happened. Not the place. You don't need to be a jerk there. We're all there to have a good time. Inter-family squabbles, take it inside. You know?
Or to ToonTown. I mean,
well, anyway, I was going to make a bad joke. But anyway, so my point is, that is my number one etiquette thing. Be courteous. Number 2, being aware of where you are and who's around you. And what I mean by that exactly, stroller issue is going to be the big thing. How many people are walking down Main Street or whatever in the middle of Main Street and then clearly in a traffic type area and they just stop?
Yeah.
I do.
Well, you're being rude.
I like to do it.
I know. Well, you're being
It makes me feel good.
Makes you feel
I
important.
feel powerful.
Anyway, so that is the other thing. Being my etiquette thing is be aware of what's around you.
Right.
If you want to stop and look something, just look around you and get to a point where you're not in anybody's way.
Right.
And then enjoy it at your leisure.
At your leisure, yes. So let me throw a couple of scenarios your way, and you can answer them. So we're watching the Main Street Electrical Parade. Someone's in front of us, and that's fine. All of a sudden, they whip out an iPad or something and try to record it right in your line of sight. Do you say anything, or do you move to the side, or what do you do?
If I can't move, usually I'm like, okay, well, you're not paying attention, and I try to move.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna. I just don't want to get into that whole thing. If I can't move, I'd probably go, hey, can you lower that just a hair, please?
Oh, yeah.
And I would say that.
Yeah.
I've been in a situation where I'm like, hey, can you just a bit? Like, I'm not telling you, please get out of my way. Just lower it a bit so I can see a little bit better.
Did you have a question, Jess?
I was going to say, were they there first?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Okay, so yes, they were there first.
Then no, I say nothing.
Okay, because you think they staked it out and they have that right to... Okay, well, it's fair. I disagree with that because...
They waited, not since they have the 30-minute rule now, but if I waited 5.5 hours to watch this fireworks show, and now you're asking me to, like, can you, no, I've been here for 5.5 hours, and you got here 20 minutes ago.
I'm talking with an iPad going like this, blocking your...
No, I know,
Okay.
but I was there first.
Yeah, no.
I did my due diligence, but that's just because I've been there. I've
Okay,
waited the
fair.
5.5 hours.
No.
Or, it's like,
I
how
get-
dare you ask me?
I get your point, but I disagree with it.
I understand.
Yeah, no. I mean, again, and I wouldn't be a jerk about it. And if they said no, I'd be like, okay, well, then I would do more effort to move.
To move.
Yeah, to move.
Okay.
Again, my point is if I can shift over a foot and be fine,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Then fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't because again, they're trying to capture a moment, and I don't want to get into that because we're all there and we're trying
The
to
same reason.
Yeah, we're all again. I don't want to interfere because again, I don't want anybody to interfere in my experience, and I don't want to be the reason to screw up somebody else's. I just don't.
Gotcha.
And so that's why I said if I can just shift over a half a foot, which I do quite often and quite commonly, because I'm like, okay, what is it? I want to stand in my square, and anybody gets in my way, it's their duty to get out of my way? No. I can shift over.
Yeah.
They can enjoy their space, and if I can look at it even as the way like I'm being more courteous than them, okay, so be it.
So be it.
So really, those are my main etiquette items. Is like,
Okay, another scenario. We're in line for Indiana Jones. We're waiting, and then all of a sudden, a group of 5 or 6 people come up behind us. Oh, our parents are way up there. May or not. Does that bother you?
I think initially it bothers me, but I let it go real quick because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
They could be lying.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
They could be lying. They could be telling the truth. I don't know for sure. And if they're that kind of person who's gonna lie to get through, then off you go.
So be
Whatever. So be it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get upset over that
Okay.
because I've done it before where I'm like, oh crap, they're way up there, and I go like,
Sure.
my parents, I'm so sorry. And usually when I do that, which I have done a few times, I'm super apologetic as I'm walking through. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because I want people to understand, like, look, I don't want...
Right.
I don't... I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be... I'm understanding that you're being nice by letting me through. So I want to make sure to understand that I'm apologetic. I'm not doing this to be a jerk. I'm trying to be as courteous as possible as I'm breaking my wine.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep.
So again, yeah, I mean, the stuff that important to me is that it's just self-awareness of where you are, understanding that there are more people around you, and then being just nice to everybody.
Okay.
Again, I'm there to have fun,
We're all there.
and I want to have fun, and we should all be there to have fun. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Jess, anything you want to add? Oh, well, you got Facebook.
Just one.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. From Seth. He said, no fighting. If you're going to stop walking, move out of the way, please. Stop over the top making out. I know I sound old, but it just bugs me.
Over the top making out? Oh, yeah.
No, I agree with that.
Okay.
All these young kids making out and stuff.
Making out and
No,
stuff.
I'm like, dude, not appropriate, not in this area. Go. I mean,
go
there's-
home.
Yeah, go home. Go
Yes.
over there.
Jess, what would be a good example of a good attraction to make out on?
Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, as
Or
long-
the train in the tunnels.
The train
Ooh, the
would
tunnel.
the train would be better,
Like
but
the
I think
tunnel
yeah, Haunted Mansion would be okay as long as you just keep it and making out.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, because if you do any more, you get kicked out.
What would be a good example of attraction that you should not make out on?
Dumbo.
Or Space Mountain?
No, that's a good one. It's dark.
The Rockets.
Small World.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not Small World. Yep. So yeah. Anyway,
Right on. Okay.
what about you, Mark?
I mean, I don't want to sound like an echo chamber here, but most of those are the same thing. It's
That's the thing.
It's really just be courteous of your own surroundings and understand that everyone is trying to have a good time, and everyone has their own little mission on things. And the strollers thing, you know, I've been on both sides of that.
And that's like Aaron, like he said. Yeah, you know,
And
been
I mean-
there, done that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember what it was like before, And I remember what it's like having one. I remember now I know clearly I don't have one now, but pushing a stroller, it's hard work. And I always feel bad. I remember just feeling bad, like, crap, I have to get through this section here. I don't want to say anything, but I have to sort of go. And you feel bad. And mostly people are pretty cool about it. I mean, but I've been hit in the ankles many, many times. I usually don't say anything unless it's like a repeated thing. I go, anyway.
Yep, I'm on the same page as you.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like excessive like vulgar language at the park.
Again,
I've heard that many times. I'm like, okay, I don't mind cussing or whatever, but not here, man. You got to keep it. You got to have a little bit of etiquette. I mean, with that in some class.
Yeah. Again, it's understanding where you are and understanding of your surroundings. Yeah. I mean, having a little bit. I mean, I know you're not afraid of the swear words.
Oh no.
In fact, outside of the show, Mark is like a sailor, or he can be. I've been at times I'm gonna sit around the table and, dude, how many F-bombs? Anyway,
he's talking about Frozen actually.
Yeah, exactly. How many Frozen bombs are you gonna be dropping? No, it's true. Again, recognizing that, hey, I know it may be normal for you, but it may be offensive to some people. Again, awareness of who's around you, your surroundings, of what's going on. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's really it. I mean, I think everyone else hit the nail on the head.
They did.
Just be kind. Don't start fights.
Just don't be a-holes.
Right. Or AP holes.
Or AP holes, because that's really what you are.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's just, it's everybody hit the nail on the head. And that's why I was like, let's read what they have to say first, because they're going to say everything that we're thinking.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing is that's what I love about it is like most people who are good, like actual lovers of the park.
Yeah.
We all kind of have that same equal thought process of what we do when we go to the park. Because we all are there, again, for the same reason. We all recognize that.
Right.
So, again, the one thing that binds our LTP family and our Disney family is the understanding of why we're there. And then that kind of just filters across, and we all kind of have that same mentality, hence why we're all part of the same family. We all think the same way. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
All right. Well, that was a good topic.
It was a good one.
Yeah. So I think that's going to wrap up episode 88. Trying to think. Our next one will come up in a couple weeks, and we will try to have an author. We're going to tease it a little bit later. But I'm trying to get in, trying to coordinate a good time with him to come on, and I think it's something you guys might find interesting. I hope you do. I mean, I do. So that's what we're doing. And like I said, Udi and I will be at the parks August 13th and 14th, but we'll be down there on the 12th in the evening. So if anyone's around and wants to join up for a drink or whatever, or ride some rides or cut in some lines or do whatever Udi wants to do, stand in front of people with iPads, we will definitely do that. We'll have some stickers for you as well. All right. Jess, where can people find you?
Let's see. Storybook Jess is my Instagram is Storybook Jess. My podcast. This is our podcast. I'm not selfish, nor am I greedy.
Unless you have your own podcast.
Unless I have my own podcast, which I'm secretly doing. That you guys don't know
Did you start
about.
one? Okay.
I did. It's called hashtag We Love Star Wars. So, anyways, Jessica Farfan is my Facebook, and our Facebook is Leaving Today Podcast. 2 words. Leaving Today Podcast.
All right. Udi, where can people find you for more banter that's witty?
You can find me on all of my socials, which are Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, all HAXGOALIE, Hacks Goalie.
Okay. And send email to the show at info@Leaving Today Podcast and Instagram, Leaving Today Podcast. All right. Until then, be safe, be cool, and we'll see you in the parks.
Bye-bye.
And be good while you're there.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Disneyland is now in its normal operating day. We hope you enjoyed your visit to the Magic Kingdom and that the memories you've made will bring you back again soon.
Today's bloopers are brought to you by 13 Ears. Custom, creative, collectible. Check her out on Instagram, 13 Ears.
Every woman has the best voice.
That's
I need
what
to
I'm saying.
take my meat out of the fridge.
Jessica Aurora Farfan.
No.
What are you doing?
Definitely not. I'm so freaking ready.
Temptation is great, though. Temptation is great.
I'm still hungry. God, it's too short, Eddie. It's too short.
Short.
It's too short.
Okay, we're back to the news.
Oh, yeah? Okay, hold on. I gotta drink more.
Okay.
Drink your... What are you looking at? You are out of control. Out of control.
Do you need to get that?
Nothing is, well, very few things are better than a cold beer on a hot day. Pee now. Always pee now. Bam! And that is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. One take, one done, and we're out.
That's what he said.
The timing couldn't be any more worse than it is right now.
Don't you even. You keep your hands off my Reese's.
You know how much he likes me? Not very much. Anyway,
As much
okay.
as this morning.
Not very much?
I said not as much as this morning.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'll show you my monkeys.
Your what?
My monkeys. But then when you pet her, she bites you.
Oh, well, that I have no control over.
Why you gotta ruin everything? Wow, these are smaller than I thought.
That's what she said.
No bed sheets.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I like yelling at you.
Get over it.
I was just asking. I can't ask questions now?
No.
Oh, well, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Figure.
Oh, please do not do that.
Why not?
Okay.
I will freaking take you outside and flog you.
So I look at it, and it's a decent sized steak. 16 cents. Nope.
Let me see it.
Nope.
Let me see it.
You know, if I take it off, it locks and no one can touch it.
That's fine. I'm not gonna. You don't have to take it off.
Oh my God. But you
Yeah.
make me hot.
And I don't know why. Why do you? Okay.
Because you are a sarcastic,
Drink your alcohol that's way too strong.
way too strong.
Kitty. It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face red.